Today I'm taking you on a journey that I myself dove into for the first time. Something a little different, a projector. That's right, I took a sidestep from monitors and controllers and checked out the TCL C1. Why? Because if you ever been curious about turning a literal wall into your movie or gaming setup, this might be the budget option you've been waiting for. So what exactly is the C1? On paper, it's a 1080p 60Hz native projector that accepts a 4K signal, runs Google TV, has one HDMI input, and claims 30,000 hours of life. I've watched plenty of content on projectors before, but this is the first time I reviewed or even owned one. And because gaming on projectors has always been described as a hit or miss, yes, we're going to talk about that. Inside, you get the projector, a manual, and a basic remote with two AAA batteries. Pulling it out of the box, my first reaction was, this thing is compact. Under 2 kilograms, barely 4 pounds, a PS5 is more than twice the weight. The built-in swivel stand lets you aim it straight, off angle, or even at the ceiling. It is 285 degrees adjustable, allowing you to find the perfect angle for your setup. And this is where I had my first, oh wow. Maybe it's standard these days at this price point, but seeing it automatically focus, adjust the keystone, and look for a screen for a stable picture was surprisingly impressive, but we'll get back on that shortly. Quick note, TCL did send the C1 for review. Opinions are my own. I have pros, such as I have cons. We'll cover them both. Make no mistakes, this is not meant to replace a multi-$1,000 home theater projector. But for movie nights, gaming sessions, or a tiny footprint setup with a huge screen, it's extremely compelling. And that swivel stand, smooth, sturdy, doubles as a handle, and feels like something they could have easily sold as an add-on. Instead, it comes included, further proving that TCL offers great bang for your buck. Now, the C1 isn't a short throw unit, but it does include a digital zoom out option. With physical distance alone, I got a 68-inch viewing area with the projector sitting 80 inches from the wall. You can go smaller, you can go bigger. TCL says 40 to 120 inches. Based on those numbers, you'd need roughly 47 inches of distance for a 40-inch screen and about 141 inches for the full 120. It runs Google TV, so you get the full suite, Netflix, Prime, YouTube, Disney Plus experience with a very simple interface and some projector-specific settings. As a complete projector beginner, I became a C1 expert in mere seconds. Plug, wall, aim, and done. It's that simple. Now, how good does it look? That depends on your wall, your lighting, and whether you're using an actual projector screen. As someone who owns more monitors than a normal human should, the colors and brightness coming out of this were totally suitable for the price. If you think that's a polite way of avoiding criticism, no, it genuinely pleased me. It felt like a mini private theater. It's 1080p, so think of sitting in the back of a cinema, not razor sharp like a gaming monitor, but cozy, immersive, and cinematic. Gaming on it was surprisingly fun. Some titles feel made for this type of setup. Something like Expedition 33? Absolutely. Trying to survive a raid in Arc Raiders? No, that's asking to get wiped instantly. Retro gaming looked amazing, not CRT perfect, but it delivered that nostalgic vibe in a way my OLED doesn't. The C1 offers a unique experience that TVs, monitors, and tablets simply can't replicate. It's not ideal for every game, but for cinematic titles or slower paced experience, it definitely is a vibe. If you want to go all in, you can plug any HDMI device or use streaming apps like GeForce Now, Moonlight, or PS Remote Play. Please don't sideload native games. The MediaTek chip found in this product isn't built for that. Now here's another surprise, the audio. It comes from behind you, which feels weird at first, but the 8-watt speaker is shockingly good. Clear dialogue, a boomy low end, and loud enough to drown out the fan noise. Sure, a soundbar fixes the direction issue, But honestly, I didn't feel like I needed one for casual use. But if you're looking to make this your everyday watching solution, that could be an investment to consider, not due to the audio quality, that part surprised me, but rather for the positioning that will inevitably be better if in front of you as opposed to behind. Oh, and quickly, the remote is simple. Light, streaming, buttons, built-in mic for Google Assistant, exactly what you'd expect from modern streaming devices. There isn't much else to be said here. So back to the experience of using it, a projector is always going to shine in a dark room. I don't have enough references to feel the ISO lumens number, but based on my testings, keep this in a dark or mostly dark environment. Could it work outdoors at night? Probably. Would it struggle if you push it to the max screen size? Also probably. At 249 USD, manage expectations. It's not priced to compete with projectors 4 or 5 times the price. But all things considered, despite knowing there is no such things as pleasing everybody, I can't see how someone would be disappointed with this offering. So, on to the pros. It outputs a 1080p, but it accepts 4K signal, which means current gen consoles plug in without hassle or needing to mess up your configuration. It's small, light, and legitimately convincing for the size and price. It has an HDMI input, which many similar options at this price point do not. Google TV is familiar, fast, and user-friendly, and though I haven't mentioned that, it has a mounting point below the stand if you want to install it on the ceiling or else. And now for the cons. Onboard storage is kinda low with 16 gigabytes of storage. Cache buildup could become an annoyance if installing many apps. You'll need enough room distance to hit those bigger screen sizes. And that's it. All in all, I believe there is nothing deal-breaking as far as cons go, but still worth knowing if shopping for one of these bad boys. To summarize, for the money, this is a smart entry-level projector that delivers serious big screen fun. Set your room up and you're good. If you're thinking, Clef, should I buy it? I'd say yes. If you have a dark or controllable room and you want to level up from small screen to huge screen, this is definitely worth it. Looking to be blinded through native 4K and super ultra low latency is when you should look beyond. But fair warning, you won't find it near that price bracket. The C1 gives you gaming, movie, streaming, big screen social nights, everything. It makes your living room feel like a mini cinema. And when wrapping it all up, I believe TCL did a really good job with this product. Now, if you find this useful, smash that like button, subscribe with the bell, and consider answering me this. What would you use a projector for? Cozy movie nights, massive gaming sessions with your partner? Either way, thanks for watching. My name is Clef, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.